Good morning. I'm Judge Mobley. This is your bond hearing. There are three purposes to this hearing. You'll be advised of your constitutional rights. You'll be advised of the charges against you, and the court will determine whether there is probable cause for those charges. Probable cause means reasonable grounds to believe an offense has been committed and reasonable grounds to believe that you have committed the offense. The court will then set a bond. During these proceedings, you have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything, and anything you say may be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. For the purpose of this proceeding, I've appointed the public defender to represent you. Following this proceeding, you have the right to use the telephone to call someone to secure your release. Our proceedings this morning are under oath. Raise your right hand at this time and keep it up if you are in first appearance. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth today? If you do, please say I do. Jill, I'm not able to hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. All right. Hands are still in the air. Can you please say I do again if you do agree?
I do.
Thank you so much. Put your hands down. Robert Abel.
Mr. Abel.
The state has a bond recommendation from Ms. Abel.
Okay.
Mr. Abel.
Mr. Abel, there's probable cause to believe that you committed the offenses of carrying a prohibited weapon openly, or carrying a weapon openly. We understand you have a concealed permit, but you can't carry it openly, and resisting an officer without violence. Mr. Steinmetz, we're on bond recommendation from the state.
Yes, Your Honor. The state would be asking for $100,000 to bond per count.
Per count?
Yes, Your Honor.
For the resisting as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything from the public defender?
Your Honor, I don't believe that the record amounts to a bond of that magnitude. I would ask for something much less.
On count one, bond is set at $100,002, and on count two, bond is set at $25,002. I believe is there a forfeiture motion as well?
No, Your Honor. This incident took place at the same time as the case we heard yesterday. Forfeiture of firearms. I apologize. Yes, Your Honor. The state would
That's
move
what I'm
to
talking about.
have a forfeiture of firearm motion.
All right. And Mr. Abel, I am going to grant that motion to forfeit the firearms. I understand there are quite a few firearms that subsequently the sheriff's office had found. Isn't that correct, Mr. Steinmetz? There was a...
Yes, Your Honor, there was.
All right. Can you give me some more detail for the record?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe there was a firearm in the... Your Honor, my understanding is that there were two knives, but the firearms he had were at his residence.
Right. And was there...
There's a number of firearms in the safe located at his residence.
And were they seized?
Your Honor, I do not have information whether they were previously seized or not.
Mr. Steinmetz, I suggest you get that information.
Yes, Your Honor.
All firearms that were seized during the consent search of your residence, Mr. Abel, are also forfeited. Mr. Steinmetz, you will be giving a list of those firearms to first appearance so that we can have an order of forfeiture on those firearms.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll take care of that this morning.
Mr. Abel, your next court date is April 5th at 9:30. DeAllen Adams.